Welcome to day 2 of Comic-Con. We are here at the Aqua Salon D for the press conference for the upcoming Psych reunion movie.
And the weird thing is that we are actually
Which is the strangest thing that I can think about.
Yeah.
Guys, here with Corbin Bernsen from Psych. We're here with Dulé Hill, James Roday, creators, producers. We hope you guys enjoy it. Comic-Con has been rocking, and Psych, the panel, was amazing as well. Filled the whole second biggest hall in the place. People are screaming crazy.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about right there.
So we're back. Three years.
Yeah.
You go on stage, you have a full house in the second biggest hall at Comic-Con. What does it feel like to you to come out there on stage knowing that people haven't really seen you in 3 years and there's still this just amazing reaction when you guys come out on stage?
Just gratitude, like pure gratitude.
Sure.
Like these fans, we're so lucky. This whole movie got made because of them.
I appreciate the love. I mean, it's a mutual love fest that we have between the Psych cast and the Psych fans, the Psych goals. To take a 3.5 year break and to come back to Comic-Con and still get that kind of love and to be received that way by the fans it's unbelievable.
I was kind of not expecting to feel as emotional as I did about it. Like I got out there, I was like, Comic-Con, and I was like, wow, this is like really powerful.
It's something that I don't take lightly.
That's cool.
They've been so consistent with us and they've been with us along this journey. It's a lovely thing.
We love doing this. We love being together. We love creating the show, and we get to keep doing it because of them.
But for the time we finished filming Psych, there was talk about doing a Psych movie from the fans.
Sure.
So I'm looking forward to them actually getting a chance to experience the film now.
Well, what's really amazing is it was very easy to slip back in and make the movie. But when you see the fan reaction, before it's even out, you go, well, nothing's changed.
Right.
It's not like we have to wind them up again. Not that you have to go do a big marketing plan to tell people to come to the show. It's, we're here, they're there. I guess I've been telling people it's kind of, I wouldn't know exactly what it is, but it's like a band who's got a dedicated following. You have Deadheads who would follow the Grateful Dead. They could be gone for 20 years, put a show back on, and they're all right back in the same place. And we're a unique show in that way that it's really been inclusive of the audience.
Sure.
And to see them there as strong as they were and are today, I know we have something special.
One of the big things we talk about with the show is the 80s references. I like to watch it with my wife. She's, in her 30s, I'm in my 40s. I'm way with you. She has no clue. Is that kind of how it goes with you on the show? I mean, a lot of them seems like there's people who don't quite understand, but you're like all about the 80s, and some people are kind of like, what was that again? And
I was definitely a child of the 80s, and I think maybe sort of stopped when the 90s happened.
Of course.
So those are the only references I can make, frankly. That's why it has to be from that decade. I don't really know anything else.
Favorite 80s movie?
Real Genius is way up there for me, along with American Werewolf from London.
London, okay. Favorite 80s song? Or band, either, whatever.
Tears for Fears, Smiths, Depeche Mode, The Cure.
So Tears for Fears being on the show was pretty awesome.
Oh my God, it was like meeting my heroes.
I follow you guys on Twitter. You guys have you and James kind of have a back and forth relationship all the time, tweeting back and forth.
We've stayed in touch ever since the Soul has ended.
That's cool.
We spent 8 years together.
Of course.
In Vancouver, not really knowing anybody. We literally, we spent every day together. So when the show ended, we stayed in touch.
And you have at some point been to Santa Barbara. They said they have. You ever been?
No, I've been to Santa Barbara.
Okay.
And there actually is an episode where we talk about how Rob Lowe, has lunch at a place called Lucky's.
Okay.
And I go Lucky's.
Okay.
And we added that in there because I've actually gone up there and had lunch with Rob Lowe.
At Lucky's in Santa Barbara.
In Santa Barbara.
This is kind of inside information. We're talking about 3 years later.
Yeah.
Are we still talking about this kind of will she thing? Or are we kind of like past that or is there potential? So would you say is there potential for us seeing a little more than that in the film?
We left on a pretty good note. We left the series on a really good note.
Sure.
So you'll be seeing. I'll just say their relationship is progressing. I have been given very strict rules about what I can say about the movie, but I will say their relationship is progressing. And you will see more of that in the movie.
I'm here with the creator of Psych, Steve Franks. Tell me something real quick before we get started.
Okay.
In the little the panel down there, you mentioned you want to make 6 Psych movies. And how much of that is hyperbole? How much of that is actual reality?
Oh, it's understatement because I really want to make 9.
Okay.
So, if you want 9, you start with 6. But I think that, it doesn't fit one movie. You can't just cover it in one movie. And in fact, in this movie, we kind of reboot everything and get it started again. And it feels like the start of a whole new show.
Zachary Levi coming in for the movie. Now, I've met him before. He seems like a really good guy. Did he fit right in real quick with you guys? Or is it?
Yeah, absolutely. And the funny thing is we've all been friends with Zach.
Remind me who Zach Levi is?
About this tall, dark hair.
Oh no, he's the string beanie guy.
Yes, exactly.
Got it.
Yes.
Zach's awesome, man. I've known Zach for a while, and the Psych Chuck crossover always sort of felt like a no-brainer.
100%.
We always wanted him on the show. We thought about putting him in the musical. He was busy doing something silly. With like a Marvel superhero or something.
Whatever.
I'm actually grateful that it didn't work out because I think this was a much better match for Zach. I think he was able to jump into this and make it his own, and he had a really good time, and it seemed like it all worked out for the best.
And Zach he's a good human being.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
And that's what we prize the most before everything else. It's like, okay, great talented actor. If you're not a great human being, then you're probably never going to be on our show. Zach came in right off the bat and gets to play such a devilishly evil character. And just laid into it in such a great way.
For my money, the whole 8 seasons of the show, my favorite part is in the musical where they come to you and you say, not happening. Okay. Was there ever a thought of you doing something? It was always like, I'm not doing it, I refuse, I had nothing to say.
That was me. That was me, that was Henry, that was me, that was all of me. I don't sing. God gave me a lot of wonderful abilities.
Sure.
But singing is not one.
Not one of them.
I do not sing Happy Birthday at a birthday party. I don't sing the national anthem. I don't take a knee, but I don't sing the national anthem.
All right.
You know, I don't sing. I don't. It's foreign to me. I did get cast once in The Sound of Music, and it was going to be a touring show of it. But the Captain Von Trapp in that sings one song, Edelweiss, which is pretty easy, and I was working on it. But my vocal coach Street was like, dude, you really got a long way. You're going to be on the stage. Thank God they came to me and said, we can no longer do this as a union show. I said, great, I'm out.
So there you go, and you're done.
Thank God, man, because I would have been in Lederhosen going, Edelweiss, Edelweiss. I was like, oh my God.
We got singing, I got it right there.
You got that.
That's documented. There's still, you guys still got the big, what you called a man crush on Jules here. What is is there a permanence possibility coming in here? Or are we talking about just kind of an on again, off again?
You know, it's...
I'm not thinking too much. I don't want to give everything away.
It's still fluid.
Still fluid.
You know?
Okay.
You never know with Sean.
Sure. Because Sean really does love Gus. See, that's kind of like, there's always that thing pulling him away from this long-term security.
It's absolutely... We've all seen White Nights. We know what that relationship's about. So...
Santa Barbara Skies, the opening song from the musical episode.
Yes.
How many times, how many takes?
Well, the thing that was sort of remarkable about that experience was we had no rehearsal time. Like, you would think that before you set off to try and make a musical, you would take a whole bunch of time to like rehearse and have dancers with you and do all that stuff. And the truth of the matter is we simply didn't have the time or the money to do that.
Okay.
So a lot of that was us flying by the seat of our pants, which was good because we could do it in less takes.
Of course.
Bad because, you know, it meant that everyone probably wasn't always going to be in sync, but that was Psych, and that was sort of like, the excuse was like, look, this is a Psych musical. We do it like this.
The Psych reunion movie that comes out December of this year. It's a Psych Christmas. All the cast is back, plus a few extra surprises from other shows that'll be exciting, including Zachary Levi.
I'm doing good, but can we just point out that pan up that you just did? That was pretty impressive.
Well, yeah, he's been doing this for a while.
You know what I mean? That was like a low whip pan, low to high whip pan.
Exactly. See that? He knows what he's
doing. Can we
doing.
just do one more? See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.